Hey everyone, Rich Bennett here. I'm excited to tell you about something we're doing for National Recovery Month. Here at Conversations with Rich Bennett, we're holding a special event called the Podathon for Recovery, 12 Days of Hope. For 12 consecutive days, we'll release a new episode dedicated to powerful conversations about addiction, recovery, and hope. And we're doing this to raise vital funds for an incredible nonprofit, Rage Against Addiction. They are on the front lines providing sober living homes, recovery coaching, and essential support to families. We believe recovery is a journey worth celebrating, and your support can make a tangible difference. Every donation, no matter the size, goes directly to them, helping to save lives and provide a second chance. So please join our mission. You can start donating right now. Simply go to conversationswithrichbennett.com and you'll see the donation thing right there so you can donate and help these women in recovery. Welcome to a special episode of Conversations with Rich Bennett. This is a part of our Podathon for Recovery, 12 Days of Hope, our mission to raise money for Rage Against Addiction. My co-host Wendy Beck and I will be sharing powerful stories of addiction, recovery, and resilience to help break the stigma and show that hope is always possible. Your support helps Rage Against Addiction provide life-changing resources, and you can donate right now by visiting our GoFundMe link in the show notes. We are so grateful you've joined us on this important journey. Now let's get into today's conversation.
We're here today with another guest for National Recovery Month. We have Shelby, and Shelby's going to tell us a little bit about her recovery story and what she's doing today in the recovery community. Hi, Shelby.
Hi, Wendy. Hi, Rich.
Hello.
We're just going to jump right on into it. I think the best, how long have you been in recovery?
This time, 3.5 years.
3.5 years. So I guess that's when we met 3.5 years ago.
Working on 4.
Working on 4.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You'll get the 4 and 5 and 10 and 20.
One day at a
15.
time.
Yes, one day at a time, 1 minute at a time, some days.
Right. And yeah, so Shelby was a resident at one of our houses, and she came in from treatment, right? So can you tell us a little bit about coming into the Daughter's House program? And, you know, we'll just kind of share a little bit about your story, your time before,
Okay.
And then what you're doing now.
Okay. So, I'm from the Eastern Shore, from Kent County, Maryland, from Rock Hall. So I grew up in like the boondocks where, you know, the closest Walmart, the closest highway's an hour away.
Jeez.
So 8 years ago, I was sent over to Baltimore to the, I guess, city-county line. And I went through a program there. And I ended up getting 4 years clean. Did everything they tell you to do. But I started working in recovery in a treatment center, become a supervisor. And, you know, that took up all my time. That was my new addiction, working and help everybody else, you know. So I stopped doing what they say, going to meetings, stopped talking to my sponsors, stopped networking. But one of the main things, so mental health is tied in with my disease, right?
Mm-hmm.
I stopped taking my mental health meds.
Oh, I didn't know you did that. Okay. Can you say why?
Because work was more important. I didn't want to take off to go to the doctor.
Okay.
It's like working there, I mean, totally was like my new addiction. Like, it was almost as bad as the drugs because then people needed me, you know. But again, I forgot about myself. Like, I wasn't doing the simple things they tell us to do, you know. And here I'm telling everybody, all these clients, well, you need to do this, and I'm
and
not.
You weren't doing it yourself.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, if you said for your mental health, was it for anxiety or depression?
Bipolar, you know.
Okay.
My feeling is on that a lot of people have mental health when it comes to addiction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and of course, again, how I feel is like doctors always like to diagnose us and throw pills at us.
Yes.
You know, that was my first drug dealer, was a doctor, pretty much, by giving me a script.
How old were you? Do you know?
18.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, and then I paid $1 for like 60 or 90 pills of perks. Like, so
Oh shit.
yes. So like my first drug dealer was a doctor. And that's how I feel a lot of people end up getting hooked, because these doctors put you on all these medicines, which I'm not saying you don't need them, but they forget to tell you how that they take your life over, and how if you just stop taking them, how sick you're going to be. And, and you can buy them off the streets, but the price is ridiculous. So that's why a lot of people go to heroin.
If you don't mind me asking, how many different prescriptions did they have you on? And why perks for bipolar? I never heard
No,
that.
not for my mental health.
Oh, okay.
Because I had broke my shoulder. So they
Oh,
had, yeah.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is they just like, I feel like doctors just like to give you, take a pill for this, take a pill for that.
Like it's candy.
But like you said, they don't tell you the long-term effect,
Yeah.
Right.
And I was born an addict. Like I'm a sick person, and I really didn't realize it until like a couple years in. But yeah, it was. I told my mother I wouldn't come to Christmas one day unless she give me 2 Percocets, because she had them, and my mom, like nobody in my family are addicts. I'm the one.
Right.
I am that black sheep on both sides. So anyway, I started the job. I relapsed after celebrating 4 years clean.
Relapsed in Baltimore City?
I did, but then I moved back home.
Okay.
But I relapsed for 2 months. And, they say, in Narcotics Anonymous that you're fine. Your hole gets deeper and deeper every time. So, like, this was the shortest run I've ever had in between my times, 2 months. Like, that's very short for me.
Okay.
But just in that 2-month period, it was the worst bottom of my life. Because, like, my family was proud of me. I have 2 children, because they're older now. Like, when my mom took care of my mom and stepfather, but like older now, and they're allowed to have their feelings, their emotions about it. So, but yeah, that 2 months was crazy.
And you were back on the Eastern Shore at that time.
And then, my dad has always been like my biggest supporter. And, he kept trying to talk to me. And finally, my brother got through to me. And he's like, I made some phone, because my brother had some issues. And anyway, he made some phone calls, and he was like, so this is what the plan is. You're going to go to this psych ward, and then you're going to go right to treatment. And, people in my network, people I worked with, were willing to pay for me to go through Father Martin Ashley.
Oh, wow.
And did you?
I did not, because number one, it's a lot of money.
Right.
Number two, I don't think they had a bed quite yet, and I needed to go from bed to bed. So I landed myself up here in MRP. And back up a little bit, I met Rachel when I went to that program in the city, Hope's Horizon. She was actually working there.
Yes.
So it was crazy. So
is there anybody that doesn't know Rachel?
Not many
Probably
people.
not.
Like, she's like famous.
Yeah.
Because she's so great.
Yeah.
She just
is.
So when I went to MRP, I know I can't go back home, because it's not even like, there's drug dealers everywhere.
Yeah.
Because it's such a small town. But I know where they are. So, like, they don't stand on the corners and sling like they do here, like in the city. They just don't. You got to know somebody. Well, I've lived there my whole life, so I know them all. I mean, so I knew I couldn't go back there, and plus my family didn't want me to come back, which can't blame them. So I come to MRP, and then, my time was getting close, and I just didn't know what I wanted to do. It's like the shame, the guilt, the ego. Like, I didn't want to go back down towards the city.
Right.
And then one of my counselor was like, what about Rage Against Addiction daughter's house? And I was like, and at this point it was just like, whatever.
Right.
Just
Like,
send me somewhere.
somewhere safe because
Right.
I need to be safe. And they said, well, you're going to talk to Rachel. And I used to go back and forth with Rachel when I worked at Hope's Horizon about when she had left there and I started working there. We used to talk about clients,
Right.
like bring them up here, then bring them down. So when they said Rachel, I was like, okay, and I kind of felt like a
Sigh of relief, kind
yes,
of? Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
a sign of relief because it's somebody I knew.
Right.
I knew she was a good person, so I did the application for Rage, and I moved to daughter's house.
Okay. And so that's where we met.
That's where I met.
But can we back up just a little bit?
Sure.
That's okay. Because, you started using the Percocet when you were 18. And from 18 until that relapse, there's a story.
Yes.
And I know it's a hard story because you were a mom. You're a mom
Mm-hmm.
and you're a wife. And that journey wasn't always easy.
No.
The Lone Star doesn't shine on its own. Its light comes from the people who call Texas home. From musicians sharing their craft to nonprofits shaping our communities, everyday Texans with extraordinary experiences. Their voices embody what makes this state special. Each episode, we share stories that light the Lone Star. My name's Hondo, inviting you to listen to the Texas Together podcast, available on Buzzsprout and wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah. So I was with a guy for over 20 years. We never married.
Okay.
I mean,
But you
might as
were.
well have been. We had
Right.
bank accounts. Well, when we had money in them. We started dating when I was 18. He was 18 too. At first it was great the first year or two, but then it got so toxic, and I am not the victim here. He did not make me do anything, but the way we were toxic, he would be clean, I'd be using. And then he, it's
Like a seesaw back and
yeah,
forth.
that's just what we did for the next 18 years.
Okay.
I had a daughter, which he was not the father. He knew that. That's a whole different story that I don't really want to put on there.
We don't have to.
Yeah. Anyway, he knew, but he loved that little girl more than anything in this world.
Aw.
He just like myself, he would show up when we could show up, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
You just never know. My mom had my daughter. When I was 8 months pregnant, they sent me. Actually, I was taking a lot of pain meds because that's around the time that they had given them to me before I got pregnant. So I was hooked on them. So I got sent to Bayview, and I went. It was the women and children. They put me on methadone, and I finished that program. Went back home. I was still going to a methadone clinic. I was on 160 milligrams of liquid methadone, and I gave birth to Gabrielle.
Wow.
Crazy thing is, they were prepared to give her methadone,
Right.
because
Because that's high, right?
absolutely.
Okay. Well, I knew, but I just wanted
Crazy
to confirm.
thing is, she didn't need anything.
Huh.
She did not withdraw from anything.
Wow.
Even they can withdraw from tobacco. They can withdraw from caffeine. Nothing.
Wow.
Yeah. But that, it didn't matter really to me. And by the time she was born until she was 2, shit got really bad. My whole, it just got crazy, luckily the mother and family I have took her in, and it was just in and out of her life for the next 6 years. As well as David, we were just in and out. A lot of things happened in between.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I can't.
We don't.
I
need to
can't
know.
remember everything.
Right,
'Cause I'm high.
Right.
So then 6 and a half years later, I get pregnant again. And it is David's child. And I was shooting a lot of speedballs, which is cocaine and heroin.
Ooh.
And I also was taking methadone because I'm like, well, I took methadone with Gabrielle being pregnant. She was fine, whatever. I never even went to the doctors, but like one time.
When you were pregnant?
While you were pregnant?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like that's, I mean, I had a lot of appointments. I just didn't go.
Right.
Like, so I had Andrew.
And how was he? How was he? Was he okay?
The first 2 days, he was great. That third day hit him.
Oof.
And the cry, I will never forget.
Oh.
He was in withdrawals.
Oh, shit.
Of course, they do blood work and this, that, when a baby's born. He had...
The third day, were you guys still in the hospital?
Yes.
Or, okay.
We were supposed to be released that day.
Oh, okay, good.
He was going through withdrawals severely. Like, I'll never forget that cry, but if I'm going to be 100% honest with you, I didn't care. I just...
You didn't care?
No. I needed David to bring me some more shit up to the hospital.
Wow.
Was he bringing stuff to the hospital?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a whole different world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, yeah. It's like, so they told me that they called social services in, child protective services. I was an unfit mother. They didn't charge me.
Okay.
But we had to send him to Christiana Children's Hospital because his withdrawals were so bad. He went in the NICU there.
Oh.
Delaware, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I had to sign over my rights. I was not allowed to be with him alone. So I could go to the hospital to go see him in Christiana, but I had to be with somebody. Somebody had to be with me. But, the crazy thing is they transported Andrew by ambulance and then they discharged me. And do you know I stopped by the drug dealer's house before I even went to Christiana to see that baby.
That shit grabs a hold of you and doesn't want to let go.
You were sick.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't realize that. And I was thinking about this the other day because you have some, excuse my language, but you have some assholes out there who say, oh, people can just quit anytime they want. No, you can't. It gets you and it doesn't want to let go.
No, and no, like I was raised with morals,
Yeah.
values. I'm a good person. Like I really am.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I get one in me, and I even say it when I share meetings, if my kids stand behind my car when I'm locked and loaded, I'll run them over.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that's how sick.
Yeah, because you're not in your right mind. It takes over, like I said,
Yep.
it takes over everything.
And that's all you think about, too.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even think about something else. Like, my kids are sitting here crying, Mommy, please don't go. And you're like, get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah.
So did your mom take him?
Well, Mom, yes.
Okay.
Took custody of him. Until this day, my mom still got custody of both of them. I mean, he's 15 now. He's a perfect little boy. He's not even little anymore. He's a big boy. But luckily, he had no like side effects from
Good.
and even Gabrielle. Like,
right.
I have 2 beautiful children. But again, it didn't matter because I still ran for another. Like I said, I used for over 20 years. Gabrielle's 22 and Andrew's 15. So
Right.
their whole life.
Right.
Wow.
So speed up. Okay. Well, I know that in between there you had a loss.
Yes. I got a phone call from Gabrielle. And to be honest with you, I was in the bathroom shooting coke when she called me.
Oh,
My dad actually answered the phone. He's like, Gabrielle's on the phone. I was like, tell her I'll call her back. And he's like, I think you need to answer the phone. And I got on the line and she was like, Mommy, I just heard on the scanner. She said, I think Daddy's dead.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
And first thing I thought was, damn, I better put another shot in me before I go up the road. And I did.
So were you guys living together at that time?
No, he actually had a whole nother girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
But it was one of those things where that would happen, but then we'd always work things out and get back together. But
Right.
I think at this point in our addictions for both of us, I didn't really care anymore.
Right. You were in separate paths.
My love was me getting high. That's all I cared
Right.
about. And the same with him, but he did live with another girl and she
Right.
had a family. And, I have suspicions about that, but that's another
It doesn't
thing I
matter
can't
at this
explain.
point,
It doesn't
right.
matter.
Right.
When I got there, they told me he was dead. I couldn't go in the house. His mom, a lot of people were there. And I waited until the coroner finally got there. It's the first time I've ever seen somebody zip up my body bag. And the crazy thing is, that last zip, I felt like a piece of my soul went out of me because, like, he was the love of my life. So, I wanted to die. I just wanted to die. So, for the next, I think it was like a month and a half, like I don't know why I'm sitting here. Obviously, somebody had a purpose for me, God, I think, because I should be dead, the shit I was putting in my body, because I wanted to die. But I was too much of a coward to commit suicide. Like, I wanted the easy way out.
Yeah.
Never happened. And that's when, a month and a half later, my family was very scared that I was going to hurt myself, which that's not part of my story. Like, I've never harmed myself. I just haven't.
Just because you were in so much pain?
Yes.
Okay.
But, like, have I had fleeting thoughts go through my brain? Yeah. I mean, like, one of those things, what would happen if I did this? Or what would happen, but no, I wanted the drugs to kill me. But they had different plans. And that's when I went to Baltimore and went to Hope's, and that journey began.
Okay. And so now you're going to come to daughter's house. And now you didn't really say whether or not you had been in treatment or sober living during that 20-year span.
Oh, multiple times. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I went to treatment. I really can't.
Okay.
But the thing is, I always went because my mom and dad made me, because I got pregnant with Gabrielle, or it was just like, I was not ready. I like getting high. Like, I just wasn't ready. When the pain gets great enough, my pain obviously wasn't great enough. So
what made it this time when your brother said this is the plan? Were you relieved, or were you just kind of doing what you always had done by following what they wanted you to do?
I feel like I was kind of relieved because, like, I just figured, like, it's the end. Like, I don't even care anymore. But, like, for my brother to come to me, and, like, he was mean about it too. Like, he wasn't nice and gentle.
Right.
Like, he was, which I needed that. Like, I need that kind of stuff. It was kind of a relief because I had already lived 4 years of a different way of life.
Right.
Now,
you knew what recovery could look like for you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And it was
that was the first time.
It was great.
That was the first time, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, first time I've ever got a lot of clean time. I mean, I've had the 30, 60, 90, 36. Like,
right. Okay.
But, like, I did things differently. So, and through these years, like, both of my kids are growing up, So when I relapsed, and before I come to rage, they were so mad at me. They didn't want to talk to me. And, I always used to think my mom was a bitch, because it's like, that bitch won't let me see my kids. She was only doing it to protect them because I was a monster. So then when I come to rage,
well, that's not the Shelby I know.
Right. And I come to rage, and I was scared. I didn't even know people from this area. It was scary. I'm not good with change. I get feared up real easy. And I'm going to be honest with you. Wendy and Rachel have been absolutely amazing to me, and I know they're amazing to all the women that come through there. Because they push us to see something in ourselves that we don't see looking in a mirror. Like, when I look in the mirror, I see a junkie. Not so much anymore. I mean, it's a process, but they seen something else in me.
They can bring it to light to where you see it eventually.
Right. And the way with their words, like, I have seen people talk to Rachel in ways where I wanted to get up and put my hands on them.
Just to mean, like, being aggressive with her.
Nasty, telling her to go F herself. And Rachel's like, okay, so go pray about it. When you're ready to talk, let me know. I was like, what?
So it was different. So
because she they genuinely care.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Wendy used to stop by and, you know, we chit chat. And then I was asked, they opened the cottage.
Which was our first maintenance house.
Yes, first maintenance house.
Right. Which you were
explain
not
what a maintenance
you
house
were not
is.
on maintenance.
I am not.
No, you were not at the time. And maintenance is the methadone, the Suboxone, that type of thing.
Sublocade shot.
It's a, what is it called? Medically assisted treatment therapy or therapy treatment, something like that. So it's just like taking medicine over the drug.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of people, that has a bad stigma as well. So opening a house for that was a little bit intimidating for us.
Right.
And then Shelby, you know, was familiar with the process. So she said that she would supervise these ladies, which was, you know, a lot.
Yeah. You know, because again, I am an addict too. You know, you get clean, you don't get perfect. Like I don't believe in perfect, but anyway.
Right.
You know, the thing is that being on maintenance, I've been on maintenance before years ago. It just didn't work for me.
Right. You were when you were pregnant, right?
Yeah. And then, you know, for 3 years after the baby. But the thing was, I was taking methadone, so I didn't take opiates, but I was smoking crack with the methadone.
Okay.
So it just didn't work for me.
Okay.
So I started running this house. Wendy started coming over more and more. And Rachel said to me one day, she said, I don't know what you've done to Wendy. I'm like, what do you mean?
What?
Like, what?
I don't know.
She was like, she's never gotten this close to one of our clients. And I was like, really?
Well, we're friends.
And we are. And I am so grateful to have Wendy in my life as well as Rachel.
Yeah.
Because they are ones that can tell me the truth.
Right.
Even though I might not want to hear it. But the way they're doing it because I know it's for my best intentions. They're doing it out of care and love.
It's coming from the heart for me.
It absolutely is.
Well, and if we can talk about this a little bit, because I think that this is really a really important thing, that during that time, and you went from being a resident to being a house manager, but you also had some health issues.
I did.
So it was a blessing that she was there because she actually couldn't work because of your diabetes, like your blood sugar and all kinds of stuff.
Shit.
So being at the house was kind of like a reset for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
In a lot of ways.
Yes. It's like everything that could have went wrong in the first 2 years, kind of did. I had some heart problems. I found I had diabetes. I went through a stage, which I'm still in, anxiety. I've never had anxiety a day in my life. And now I sat in the house for 10 days straight. I wouldn't even walk outside because of my fear of just the world.
Right.
I would like to see it go away, and maybe it has a little bit, but I still have a lot of fear. I think.
Did you ever pinpoint why?
So this is what I think. So I started using, back in the late 90s, right?
Okay.
Things have changed so much.
Oh, yeah.
From me being an 18-year-old in the 90s to me being a 47-year-old in 2025.
Okay.
The whole world's just gone mad, I feel like.
Okay.
Well, a lot of, throughout those years, a lot of the stuff you saw was clouded too because of the addiction.
Exactly. I was still stuck at that 18-year-old. And I still, today, I argue back and forth with my daughter. My mom's like, stop. You're the mother. Why are you arguing back and forth with her? I'm like, yeah.
Because you never really learned how to be a mom.
No.
Right.
No. I mean, I've seen my mom. I've seen my friends. But I felt like I owed, my kids something. And, my mom told me one day, because Gabrielle really got a mouth on her. She said something one day, and my mother was like, do not let her speak to you like that. And I'm like, Mom, I just feel like I owe her. And she's like, you don't owe her nothing but to keep your ass clean. That's all you owe her. Because I can't take the past back.
Right.
It's done. All I can do is make it better. Where were we at? Sorry.
So you're in the you're struggling with some health issues, and that's kind of where we became friends,
right?
Because she is, she's running the house as a house manager, which at the cottage at the time, we had 4 residents and a house manager, so it was a small group of women, but it was also kind of like our pilot program in
Right.
doing this. So like we had to kind of figure out how to do it. And, you know, and I don't want to say this wrong, but when you're on maintenance, you've had a rough road. And so, like you just said, the maturity level of some of these women is not to where they should be in
Right.
terms of like their life and their age and that stuff. So they're a lot harder to manage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we were really thankful that you were there, but you're struggling at the same time, and she's has like extreme anxiety. She doesn't, really know what to do with that. So I think we worked through it. We
Yeah.
helped work through
Yeah.
it. You had your doctors and all that kind of stuff, but I think we were there to kind of
Absolutely.
like guide you through that a little bit. And
Yeah, because I would be like, I'll cancel the appointment. But like when I would ask you or Rachel to take me, you're like, nope, I'll be there at 1. Like, damn, because that's what I do, right? I need people to tell me.
Yeah.
I mean, I might be a 47-year-old woman, but I don't know shit. Like, I'm still stuck back in my teenage years
Right.
because I got high for so long. Like that's what my life consisted of.
well, but now you're what? You said almost 4 years, three and some change.
November before, God
Okay.
willing.
Okay. And during your time at the cottage as house manager, your daughter has a baby. So now you're
A grandma.
a grandmom. And that
wow.
has a very different perspective from you. This has opened up something in you that you didn't know you had in you.
No, not at all. Yeah. I
Tell him what she calls you.
Okay. So when I was like young, my friend was a nanny for these very wealthy people.
Right.
And I had to go help her for a week. And we took the 2 children to the grandma, and they called her Owo,
Oh, whoa.
Old Wonderful One. And I loved it.
Isn't that cute?
And I was like, if I ever have grandchildren, I want that to be.
Old wonderful one.
Mm-hmm. A wonderful one.
Is she Native American by chance?
Like British or something, I believe. Like she had to.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Yep.
I've never heard that.
So, and mind you, my daughter and I kind of clash sometimes. Well, we used to.
Right.
Which is understandable.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
We do
they're
anyway.
allowed, and they're allowed to feel how they want to feel about what I've done their whole life. Because when she got pregnant, she told me, she said, if you relapse, you will not see your grandchild.
Oof.
And I'll be honest with you, I really don't like kids. And I mean, I love, I love them, but they're very needy. I'm still a needy person. But
that's not the same.
It's just different. Like I like kids, but I don't like kids, if that makes sense.
Oh, it makes sense.
So I was excited, but then at the same time, I was scared for her. And then, we started talking like every day, every other day. I'd check and see how she was feeling. She was supposed to, give birth, went to the hospital for 2 days, and the baby just did not want to come out.
Oh, jeez.
So, she finally had her, and my whole family's like light hair, like blue,
Blonde,
green
right.
eyes. And here comes this little baby with the biggest brown eyes and the darkest hair. Her father's Italian.
Oh.
It's the first brown head baby we've ever had. And the moment I laid eyes on that little girl, it was like almost like a Band-Aid had put over my heart from David, losing David.
No.
It has been now for the first year. There was not a day that went by that I didn't FaceTime with my daughter and that baby. And it still can be like that, but now, Brielle's getting older. But that little girl is just the love of my life. I love my kids, but just something about
that changed inside of you.
And my daughter trusted me enough when I went home a couple weeks ago to keep her overnight
Wow.
by myself.
Wow.
You spoil her, don't you?
Honey, she does no wrong in my eyes. I don't even care. She does no wrong. But, neither do my kids, to be honest with you. My son is the apple of my eye. I mean, Gabrielle's the apple of my eye. We clash a little bit, but, yeah. And, I have a great family. You know, I have nieces and nephews who've seen Aunt Shelby high, but then I have younger ones that have never seen me high. And, you know, one of my nieces said, Aunt Shelby, I thought you were crazy because of the drugs. She's like, but you're just crazy. Because I like to have a good time. I like to laugh. I'm not very good at biting my tongue. Like, I usually speak. And, like, my nieces and nephews, like, they love this Shelby. You know, rather than one stealing,
we do.
stealing their
Everybody
piggy
does.
banks and little bank cards and shit, because that's what I did. You know, and like that may not sound like a lot, but like we're going on a family vacation to Myrtle Beach in September. It's like I don't know how many. It's a lot of us. I was the first one to pay my mom because you know she booked it, and I was the first one to pay. Like,
how did that feel?
Oh my God, it feels great. You know,
would you have been invited to go?
Hell no.
Right.
No, I wouldn't even have no money to
They
go.
wouldn't even told her about vacation.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
But like, they're the things that are worth staying clean.
Yeah.
You know, and people will help you if you're helping yourself. While being at Rage, I forgot to say my first car got stolen when I lived in Baltimore City my whole life. Oh, for 4 years, nothing ever happened. I move up here and my damn car gets stolen.
When you moved up here?
Well,
by a client at MRP.
Yes.
I was working there.
She was working there and being the house manager and one of the, I guess, clients, as you call it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Never got it back either. They never could find it. And there was no sense in
Did they find the person that took it?
Yeah, eventually. But the thing is, there was no point in me pursuing the charges because she was still using.
Okay.
Number two, it was a 2004 Honda. It wouldn't have got a lot of money. It would cost me more money if I got lawyers.
Right.
Yeah.
And you weren't getting anything from her.
It was just like whatever. Yeah, at that point.
Right.
So my mom went out and got me another car. It's like a little spaceship, but I don't know how to work half the buttons. But the thing is, like, some shit went wrong with it and it was going to cost me a lot of money. And like, people help you, you know, because I didn't have that much money. You know, my dad, you know, he helped me when, you know, but like the thing is, I can pay that money back now.
People see you helping yourself, they're going to help you.
Right. And, you know, as far as like Rage, Wendy, Rachel, like I am forever grateful for them. Like they are my family. They might not be blood, but they are my family. I mean, my kids have never met Wendy in person. Well, Gabrielle has.
I've met
Andrew's
Gabrielle.
never. But like, when I say Wendy, they know exactly who I am. Like, there's no question asked.
No.
Rachel, her wife is my sponsor. They drove 2 hours to come to my granddaughter's first birthday party.
Oh, wow.
Like, people just, they show up for you.
Yeah.
But, you know, the thing is, not everything's for everybody. Not everybody has your best interests. You know, I try to be pretty vigilant of my friends. Like, I have a lot of acquaintances. As far as friends, I probably got 7.
Well, that's a lot, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's like my go-to. Like, I could call any of those 7 people.
Right.
And they, no matter probably what they were doing, if I told them I wanted to go use, they would show up. They would show up for me.
It's important.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I have a huge network. I know people. I know a lot of people everywhere because I am kind of a social butterfly.
Yeah.
Kinda.
You're kind of like, you are and you aren't.
Yeah, it's like when I feel like it, I am.
Right. You are, but you aren't. It's kind of funny because you don't like crowds. You don't like to go out like in traffic and stuff, but you're always you always show up for the stuff that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then she was at the cottage as the house manager for a while.
Yes.
For a
I think I
while.
was your long and standing house manager.
And I think Rachel said it's time to start figuring it out.
Spread my wings.
And she was kind of not sure what that meant. And an opportunity came. And that's where you are today.
I did.
And
am I going to say it? Like, I miss, like, Wendy and Rachel. Like, I miss Wendy coming over and us just sitting and chatting about, like, how we're doing that day. Like, she was almost like a diary that I talked to instead of like wrote, because she was, because like, I know I can trust her with anything I said.
Yeah.
But she's going to be honest with me too. Like, it's just that relationship. So anyway, I took this job. It's a 3.1.
Which is a treatment center where the ladies live in a house and then they go out during the day for treatment,
No.
right? Oh, no?
The clinicians come to us and
Okay.
behavioral health. Yes.
Okay.
It's a program called Summit. They have a lot of men houses.
Okay.
We have one in Bel Air, man house. The rest of them are like Moravia, down towards the city, and they're going to open a 3.5.
What's that? I don't even know what that is.
I didn't even know what a 3.1 was.
Okay.
So I'm not 100% positive.
Okay.
So I got a friend of mine that actually I knew when she was in middle school back home where I come from. Her sister and I were really good friends. And she is one of the people that helped run Summit.
Oh, wow.
And she had asked her hairdresser, like, do you know anybody that's solid that can run a house? And next thing I know, she's calling me. And I'm like, I thought Rachel did it. Be like trying to get...
I didn't know where that connection came from.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So Margaret called me. She was like, hey, Shelby. She went over some things with me. And I was just like, okay, I'll let you know. And it just scared me. Like, I don't know how many times with Wendy about it, how many times with Rachel. Like, I just...
Because you were so used to being at Rage.
Right. And it's changed. Like, what,
It was a good opportunity.
And I was been stupid as hell not to take it.
Yeah.
Because you live there.
I live there.
And work there.
Yes. And I get paid, too.
Right.
So with us, when you're a house manager, you don't get paid. So she was a house manager and she had to go out to a job. Now she has it's like kind of like room and board to do your job.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're very, very fair. I mean, like, I do well. So I took this. I didn't even fill out an application. They hired me. I didn't do the drug. I mean, it's all done.
Yeah.
But like, they hired me. Boom, you're hired. Can you start? And
Wow.
I was like, okay.
And it's been a year?
Since November.
Okay. So
Almost
not quite
a
a year.
year.
I moved in the week that Monday after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
But see, the thing is, like, when I got put in this house, so this is the first female house that Summit has opened. All these girls just got there the week before Thanksgiving. Here I come the week after Thanksgiving. So we're all in this house. And I hold 7 girls. We're all in this house and don't know shit. Like, I didn't know any of the rules.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's totally different
Than
what Rage or other places, other sober limits I've been in, because this is an actual program with, we got signs, like exit signs.
It's more clinical.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So through these past few months, not only have I like tried to help these girls, they've also helped me.
Yeah.
With patience.
No, are you kidding me?
Because like, I remember, when I relapsed after having them years clean, I lost the date. I didn't lose the knowledge, like, of what I have learned through the years in
your recovery.
Right. I didn't lose that. It was just a date. And I try to tell myself that because I still get upset because it sucks, but it is what it is.
But that brought you to us.
Yeah. And I don't know what God had that planned for me, But these females, it's a 6 to 9 month program. And they're actually starting to phase out now where it's time for them to transition.
Right.
Okay.
And it's like.
So you've had mostly the same ones since you started?
Pretty much.
Oh, wow. Okay.
4 of them, yeah. One just graduated a couple weeks ago. But as much as like I hate to see them go, I'm kind of glad they're graduated.
Right.
Because that's an accomplishment, a goal for them that they want it. And not for nothing, but they all come in at kind of at the same time, so they're all going to kind of go at the same time. So now when my new set comes in, I know the rules now. I've got my sea legs on, like, because it was very unstable at first. Like, they would be like, well, can we do this? I'm like, I don't know. Because I didn't. Like,
right.
And I had a really rough time trying to understand that we have a code to the door, like most houses do. they know the code. I know the code. Staff knows the code. But so I work a lot. I work 4 days, like 3 to 11 shift.
Mm-hmm.
But I work every night 11 to 7. Every night. So.
Wow.
But it's not really. I'm used to it now because it took me a minute. It was a struggle. So like say like last night, if all my girls went out to a meeting at 6:00, I can't go anywhere because someone has got to be on that premises
At all times,
24/7. I'm like, why the hell they got the number to the lock but they can't come in. But then finally, somebody was able to sit me down and explain it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so this is how a 3.1s ran. We have to have staff on 24/7. Even if, say, I had some girls go to AA, some NA, some meetings start 6:30, some meetings start 7. I can't leave before the other ones leave, and I can't come back after the other ones return. So I just need to be there. It taken me quite some time to get used to it, the sleeping part, but I think I'm doing fairly well now.
Right.
Yeah, and they granted. We had a big house managers meeting. It's me and the guys because
the other houses are men's houses.
Yes.
Okay.
They asked us house managers because they're like house managers are the one that gets burned out faster than anybody because we're there all the time, and not for nothing, but it's like we get all the backlash, because we're there all the time. But they've made it where 2 nights a month we can have them off, but still get our hours.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's last week. I went home Monday morning at 7 a.m. when I got off and come back by 11 p.m. on Wednesday. Because for me, it's not. I wish my family was closer, but I can't just jump in my car and drive home. It's like a 2-hour ride.
Right.
And I'm exhausted once I get there.
I'm sure.
And then, but yeah, the program's great. But I've stayed in touch with Wendy and Rachel, not as much as I'd like to. But most of the time,
you're sleeping.
They're working while I'm asleep.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm asleep, so.
But we make it work.
Yes. And there has been nothing that I haven't asked Rage to help me with, and they've not done it.
Yeah.
They're not
Within
gonna
reason,
borrow
yeah.
$10,000 or
Right.
anything,
No.
but
Right.
but yeah, and I miss it because I feel like, and one other thing about the Rage Against Addiction houses, they give you fines.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never forget the first time Rachel texted me and gave me a fine. I was livid.
And what did you do?
I left my bra on top of my dresser, and it's a little more, but she said it looked like 2 hats sitting up there. She was like, you can't do that. And I was like, I called
You should have put wigs on them.
and it wasn't the first time I had done it, though. So that's why I got a fine.
Okay.
And I was so mad. And I remember calling my sponsor, and she was like, okay, so let's play this out, Shelby. What did you do wrong? I was like, just put my bra on She's like, but you've already been told that you can't do that because people come in and tour these houses. They don't
Yeah.
want to see your bra up there. And I'm like,
So now, now you have that role now.
Right. But I can't, I don't find them.
Right.
But I have to go in and make sure your bras are put away. And actually, I never said this. I become the senior house resident for daughters when I was in there.
Right.
So it's like the house manager and then a senior resident who, if the house manager's not there, checks chores and stuff. I got fired from that.
You did?
I did.
Why?
Because I just didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't. I mean, I was supposed to.
You weren't ready at the time.
I wasn't ready, and that's when all these symptoms started happening to me,
Right.
and I didn't know what was going. So yeah, Rachel's like, so we're just gonna. I'm like, okay, it wasn't even that.
Right.
that
big
heavy
of
to
it's
me.
not that
Yeah.
big of a deal.
No.
Well, I mean, and you've come a long way.
Oh yeah.
And you're feeling better, and you've kind of got a lot of that under control, and she's doing good.
Yeah.
So what's next for Shelby?
Well, I said once I left Rage, I was done working in recovery, but it didn't happen like that.
You feel good helping others.
I do.
Yeah.
I absolutely do. And the thing is, I might complain about it, but I'm not real sure that I could go without it because it's like my medicine almost.
Right.
Therapy.
Yeah.
Well, you said you had an addiction to working before.
Right.
So now you kind of, it kind of replaced that, but you have more balance.
Yes, because see, I don't have to get up at 2:00 in the morning because somebody didn't get a medication and go to the pharmacy and pick it up. Like, I was doing them kind of things.
Oh, that's what you were doing down
60, 80 hours a week, yes.
Wow.
Like, I'd get a phone call 11:30 at night. Well, so-and-so didn't get their whatever dropped off. I'm like, okay, let me go.
So what is, what is your self-care now? I mean, this is what you have realized that you need. And, how are you incorporating that into your life?
So my self-care is I go to my home group every week. I do not allow any of the females to ride with me. That's my time. I do pick other home group members up, but I don't let my girls in the house ride with me. We also, a lot of times on Friday evenings after home group, a lot of us go eat.
Okay.
Sometimes I got a couple of my girls that are with somebody else that comes.
But you try to separate. You're trying to separate your work from your personal life.
I can't tell them they can't have the same home group as me. That's just I can't do that.
Right.
But I can't. I have people who I can talk to.
Mm-hmm.
And I share at all the meetings. And I say,
I'm sure you're an inspiration as well.
I love them girls, but I do not gotta like them all the time. I just don't.
Right.
They don't like me all the time. But at the end of the day, we're stuck with each other.
Right.
I know. It's like that with Wendy and I.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, it's like, damn. But I'm so thrown off.
That's okay. No, it's been amazing. I mean, you have me over here. I was quite a wreck. I'm sorry, because that is not the Shelby that I know. That is not. And that's just really hard for me to imagine everything that you and, Gabrielle and Andrew went through. Just knowing them now, it's like hit me deep. But thank you for sharing.
Yes.
I really appreciate you. I love you.
My other self-care is my nails and my toes. That's just me, and I did get a massage, and the girls are like,
Ooh.
You're a baller. I said, I'm not a baller.
Wait,
I don't spend my money on drugs.
You went to a spa to get a massage?
I did.
Did it help out a lot?
My back hurt the next day, but good.
I know where he's going
You
with
mentioned
this.
anxiety. Did
Yes.
it help with that? A little bit?
I never thought about that. I know it.
And the stress?
I know it, released a lot of stress from, because I carried it in my neck and my shoulders, and my goodness, it even hurt when she first started doing it. And then it was wow, it's like the
release.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's what you have realized, and a lot of people, even, our house managers and Rachel, our program director, you need to make sure you have that element of self-care, because we can see how you can get run down.
Everybody needs it. Yeah.
Everybody needs it. Yeah, we'll get there.
And I'm not a shopper. I do not take me to Walmart. You got to take me 7:00 in the morning or 9:00 at night. I can't handle all the people. Now I've learned how to shop on Amazon online.
That's a different story.
But you know what? Anything I ever get, it's not.
And then miles aren't crowded, are they?
And the thing is, it's all from either my kids or my granddaughter. I buy her cases of the juice things, and
because you're contributing now.
Yes,
and
because I can. Because I didn't buy shit for my kids. Nothing.
Well, I mean, what I know of you, and for the amount of time that we have known each other, her family is incredible. They're great people. I haven't met them all, but I have met several. But the connection that she has with them is not the norm. I mean, you guys are close. Really close.
We're chaotically close. Yeah. That's
I love that.
That's what it's it's just,
and you're there for each other.
Absolutely. No matter, look, I can talk bad about my sisters, my brother, my mother, my father. Don't you?
Right.
Then we're going to have a problem.
Yep.
Yes, I have a very close-knit family. I mean, it's so close that my mom and dad have been separated for almost 30 years. No, almost 37 years. And when I'm home, or if my dad stops by, or he'll take care of the dogs when we go on vacation. He shows up Christmas morning, and my mom's been with another man for 30
that,
years.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But it's
Well,
like,
that's yeah, and you
we
think
can
that
all
has
be
something to
around
do?
each other.
You think that's small town stuff, or do you just think that's your family?
I think it's just my family.
Right.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
I that's kind of how I mean, my dad walks right in the back door.
Mhm.
Like
Sometimes love never stops, too.
yeah, like I mean, yeah. It's just we have a very Luke's family. Like I said, this trip to Myrtle Beach, it is going to be a disaster. It is. It just is. But you know what? We're all going to be together. We're going to make the
It'll be
best of it,
fun.
and
Right.
it'll be like a fun disaster.
Right.
We got my mom a thing to hang in her house, and it says, "If anybody asked, we are a normal family."
I need that.
That's funny.
Because we're so not.
Yeah. Your
Aw.
family's a lot like mine. Isn't
Well,
it?
I am so proud of the woman that you are today, and I'm happy to call you my friend. And I got a little emotional, but it's I don't always hear the stories like of the ladies that because I don't go to meetings, I don't do all of that. So it's important for me. It grounds me as well to know what they have gone through because that's really why we do what we do. And I thank you very much.
I thank you for
And
what
I
you
love
do,
you.
and I love you.
Oh, God, I love you guys.
We love you too.
I was feeling left out.
Thank you.
Wendy, I understand that Rage Against Addiction is doing something very important, a monthly donor program. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. We are hoping to get our supporters to join us in providing a monthly donation. It can be $5 or it can be more. Whatever you can afford
Right.
really allows us to help plan and increase our fundraising efforts.
Well, why should people become a monthly donor? What are they doing to help?
Their monthly contributions let us plan for long-term projects and respond quickly when urgent needs arise. And I'll give you an example.
Mm-hmm.
We had the need for a new mattress.
Right.
And we've also had urgent needs for refrigerators and washing machines and all of that kind of stuff that comes up. So they tend to need to be replaced, and our women deserve to have the things that they need.
So with the monthly donor program, technically anybody can do it for any amount, and because Rage Against Addiction always needs something. And
Yes.
I've known you for years now, and there's times you've told me you guys needed furniture, you need clothes, and also you're not getting the grants that you used to or the contributions that you used to. So this monthly donor program would definitely help a lot.
Yes.
So if somebody becomes a monthly donor, is there anything that they're getting in return? Besides, of course, helping those that need it. I know you guys have an excellent newsletter. Would they automatically be subscribed to
we'll
that?
subscribe you to our newsletter so you'll know what's going on. You can kind of track our progress, hear success stories, know the data and like how many women we serve each year, and just be a part of something bigger.
So with this too, I guess they're also going to be, because of the newsletter, they're going to be one of the first ones to find out about events coming up like the Memory Walk and Run, the Basket Bingo, and any other future events that you're doing, the podcast that you do.
Yes.
So they're going to be tied in right away.
Yes.
All right. So how can they become a monthly donor?
You can go to our website, and that is rageagainstaddiction.org, and go to our donate button. And on there, you will have the option to become a monthly donor, and you can put in any amount that you want. Your commitment, big or small, empowers our mission and changes lives every single day. Visit us at rageagainstaddiction.org to become a reoccurring donor and join us in making a lasting impact. Thank you for your compassion, generosity, and belief in a brighter future. Together, we can make a difference. Join us today.